Alright, so it's time to get into the Justice League spoiler talk. I wanted to wait a little bit, man, because I wanted to watch the movie a few times. I've seen it 3 times before. I wanted to jump into a spoiler talk now. I'm gonna be all over the place. I'm not going in order, and I'm probably gonna forget some things in this spoiler talk. So first thing I wanna talk about is how the movie started out, man, with Superman dying and then the whole world hearing it in the mother boxes. I thought that was just an excellent way to show how important Superman is to Earth and why nobody really messed with Earth because of the Kryptonian was there. I thought that was a really good way to showcase that. The next thing that I really loved with Zack Snyder's Justice League, man, was he didn't disrespect Batman. There was certain scenes in the Justice League where, matter of fact, the whole movie disrespected Batman. So when it came to Zack Snyder's Justice League, I wanted to see what differences there was with those scenes. So with the fight with Superman, let's be real, man. Josh Whedon made Batman look soft. He made Batman look weak. He just made Batman look like a straight bitch, and it low key made me mad because I'm a big Batman fan, and so I was curious to see how Zack Snyder did those scenes, and he gave him justice. Batman didn't back down. Batman didn't want to hurt Superman either, so he didn't even fight him. But instead, he took his laser beams like a champ, and he got over it. You know, he didn't want to hurt Superman, so that's why he didn't even fight back. So I thought that was a really cool thing that Zack did with Batman. Batman definitely got justice in this movie. Also what I want to talk about, Steppenwolf. Steppenwolf is just so much better on so many levels. First of all, he fits Zack Snyder's vision way better, just way better. He looks more intimidating. He looks scary, and his armor is pretty dope. I did like his armor. This movie, he has a motive, man. He's trying to get back home. He betrayed Darkseid, so he has a motive and he wants to get back home. And that's why he's trying to conquer Earth. And I thought that was just a really cool thing. And you know what's also cool in the scene where he's talking to not Darkseid but Desaad. He really looked like he's crying in his eyes when Desaad is giving him that little lecture. He looked like he was about to burst some tears out. And I was like, okay, I'm actually feeling sad for Steppenwolf right here. And I was just like, wow. I was like, dang. And that's just something we didn't get in the 2017 version. The 2017 version of Steppenwolf, where he had no motive. He was just mother this, mother that, the mother boxes, mother. It was whack. I didn't like it at all. But this version, you definitely feel for Steppenwolf, and you're like, wow, man, I actually feel sad for this villain, and I kind of did feel sad for him. I'm like, dang, homie, about to really bust a tear out. Um, Another thing I will say, some of the music was a hit with me. The score, some of it was a hit with me, and some of it wasn't. There were certain scenes where I liked, and then there were certain scenes where the score, I'm just like, I think they could have did a better job with that. But overall, I'm not gonna nitpick it. I thought it was cool. Wonder Woman's music always showed up. I noticed when she popped up on screen, which was kind of funny, but I didn't have a problem with it. I did see people talking about it. It was like Wonder Woman breathes, her music starts playing, so I thought that was pretty funny. But some of the scores I didn't really like, but some I did like. But so I'm not gonna nitpick it. What else? What else in this movie? Wonder Woman's scene where she's taking over the bank robbery. I don't. It's not even a bank robbery. The terrorist group. I don't understand why they cut the most important thing out of that scene. She saves the kids, and the little girl asks her. She's like, "Can I be like you when I get older?" And Wonder Woman tells her, "You can be whatever you want to be." That is such an important scene for kids to see. I don't understand why that was chopped out of the movie. But then again, there's so many things in the Justice League. I don't understand why it was cut out, anyways. So I thought that was an epic moment right there for her and for little girls around the world, or kids in general. I thought that was a cool little thing. What else? Superman. First of all, when Superman's fighting Steppenwolf, his entrance is just way better. Not impressed. Bam! Man, the Man of Steel. I got Man of Steel goosebumps because when Superman showed up, goosebumps came up. Man of Steel music started playing, and I just thought that was so dope, bro. He had a dope entrance into this Justice League, and he looked badass with the black suit. I understand why people or people don't understand the black suit. You know, if you're a comic book fan, the suit gives Superman energy because he did just come back to life. So that's why he flew up to the sun. The suit absorbs the sun, so he gets more energy. So a lot of people didn't understand that, but I also probably understand that a lot of people don't read comics and they don't know too much about that stuff. So nothing against you if you don't know, but just to let you know. But I heard that Warner Bros. Didn't want to include the black suit for some reason, and I'm like, why? They didn't even want, because Superman originally has a mullet, and they didn't want to give him a mullet. I would have been fine with him having a mullet. That wouldn't bother me, especially if you watch the Superman animated series. He had a mullet in there when he came back to life. So I thought that was pretty cool. So Batman was dope. I definitely wanted to see how Zack did the Batman scene. Oh, speaking of that, hey, you know what's crazy? How Josh Whedon is known to be funny for the Avengers and blah 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 blah. You know what's crazy? Most of the scenes from 2017 that I actually enjoyed that was funny were Zack Snyder scenes. They weren't even Josh Whedon scenes. They were Zack Snyder scenes. So this just tells you that Zack can do a dark tone movie and have funny lines in there to where you're just like, wow, that actually fit in there and it wasn't forced. So he can do both, and I thought that was super cool to see. And Zack is just so ahead of time. He just is. Okay, what else, man? Nothing. Oh, all right, y'all know I'm a big Batman fan. I'm a Batman fan, but two of my favorite moments from this movie. I'm gonna do number two. Number two first. Cyborg. First of all, I understand why Ray Fisher was really upset. His whole character got slaughtered in 2017. But back to this. Cyborg, when his dad is telling him he gets to pick what kind of person he wants to be, and because he has all the power in the world being that cyborg, and he's watching that mother struggle, get evicted, barely being able to feed her kids. He's just watching her, and he increases her bank account to over $100,000. Why would you cut that out of the movie? That was such an impactful moment. Like, Cyborg had so much character development in this movie, it was insane that it got cut out. That was such a good moment to have in the movie for him. Also, another moment when his mom gets called to the school and he hacked into the school's database to change his friend's grade because her house burnt down. And I'm assuming he was the principal. He's like, yeah, your son can't be doing this and da 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 and shit. And his mom's like, well, what did you do to help this girl? Her house burned down. He has a good heart. I'm just like, man, why did these moments get cut out of this movie? Like, these are the most epic moments you can have for a character. Okay, so I wasn't gonna talk about the school, but that one came up. So the second one was Cyborg when he's donating the money. Now, number one moment for this movie for me, goosebumps all around. Flash. I'm not the biggest Flash fan, not gonna lie to you. But Zack Snyder's Justice League made me appreciate the Flash a lot more. When the Justice League fails, when they fail to get the Unity boxes apart, and he stops time, and he has to run at the speed of light. That scene was so epic. That scene was so epic, man. Like, I had goosebumps. The music was perfect. And you know, you're just seeing Barry Allen run in slow motion. He's like, you know what, Dad? Your kid is one of the best. He's the one of the best to do it. And he runs back to change time. And speaking of time, there's two things in the movie where they're talking about when they bring Superman back, before he gets that bolt of energy, the picture of Superman's dad comes back out of the water. There's a lot of crazy things, the little things that happen in this movie that I don't know if a lot of people paid attention to, because I had to I watched Justice League 3 times now, and I've started to notice a few things over the 3 times I've seen it. So there's a lot of tricky things going on with time when he does stuff like that, and he did say that a few times, that when he runs at that type of speed, things start getting tricky with time. So I'm so curious to see what happens in the future. Okay, next thing. I don't want to make this too long. Another thing, all the League in this movie has a role. In the 2017 Justice League movie, Batman was just standing around like he couldn't even hold his own. In this movie, everybody has their own doing. Everybody is supporting each other. Everybody has a cause. Everybody is fighting together, and they're holding their peace to make sure that they beat Steppenwolf and get the Unity boxes separated. They all play a part in it, and I thought that was so dope, especially when Aquaman. He throws his thing down, and the Cyborg shoots his thing at the water, at the Atlantean water, or I don't know what you call it with Aquaman. But Cyborg shoots his thing out and hits Steppenwolf, and Aquaman's thing, they hit him at the same time. I thought that was so cool to see that. There's just so many epic moments in this movie that I just really appreciate, and I literally can't wait until we get more. Another thing I would say, the scene with Martian Manhunter, I thought that was cool. And I would say this, that was a very new scene that got shot. Ben Affleck is coming back as Batman in The Flash. And in that scene, he says, I guess I'll see you around. I honestly think that I believe it. Like Batman said, faith, Alfred, faith. I honestly believe we're gonna get a Batman solo film. I believe we're getting the rest of these movies, man, and a Batman solo film. I just got faith in that. But this Justice League movie was so dope. I think I touched bases on everything that I wanted to touch bases on. Oh, the epilogue. I did like that. Do I feel like it was added on? Yeah, but who cares? I don't care that it was just added on. I thought that was a dope little thing to see, because that gives us some type of injustice. And I thought that was dope. Now, Jared Leto, can't really give a grade on his Joker, because we got about a minute of talk with him and Batman, which that scene with him and Batman talking was epic. Batman saying, I'm gonna fucking kill you. I thought that was so legit and dope. I was like, yes, that is something we want to see on the big screen. But can't really give Jared Leto's Joker a grade, because we really haven't seen much of him. Now his laugh, I would say, I don't know. His laugh is just, I wonder if he was trying to like not laugh so loud because he didn't want to get Superman's attention, or they didn't want to get noticed, so he's not really laughing as loud as he normally does. But his laugh is something like that, along them bases. So I don't know. I can't really give his Joker a grade, but I definitely think he's better than the Suicide Squad Joker for sure. And the dialogue between him and Batman, I did like how Jared Leto portrayed Joker. I did like that. There was some dialogue where I thought it was a hit, and there was some I was just like, I don't know. But at the same time, like I said, I really haven't seen enough of Joker to really give a grade on. But I mean, for the most part, I definitely like it. And plus, this is a future scene, so he could actually be different. If it ever comes back on the big screen. Darkseid, you already know Darkseid was dope. that battle scene where they talk about the history was dope. Man, speaking of that, the Atlantean scene, there was so much that was cut out of that scene too that just doesn't make any damn sense. There was so much cut out in that scene. I'm just like, why would you cut that out? Because the Atlanteans, not the Atlanteans, the Amazonians, they held their own. They held Steppenwolf back for a while to get the box away. And it was just so much footage cut out that I'm just like, man, that's crazy. They cut out all that footage. So for the most part, man, I love Justice League. I've seen it 3 times. I don't want to make this video too long, but I think I touched pretty much almost everything I wanted to touch, especially with Batman. Oh, and I did think that was dope how Batman's thing was taking the lasers from Superman. I thought that was really cool. Another thing I did appreciate how Batman, when they got to the Batcave, he was like, everyone, this is Alfred. I work for him. I thought that was just so funny because it's just like Zack Snyder knows how to implement humor and still have a dark tone. I thought that was so cool. Also, another thing I will say, the Flash said a joke in the movie where they're being like really serious and Flash does a joke. I forgot. A Cyborg asked him a question and he was like, what is it made of? And he was like, love. And then they looked at him and then he gave him the real answer. I thought that was so dope because at that time they're in a serious tone. Flash is being funny, but then they're like, they didn't say it, but he knew it on their face. He knew it. And he switched back to the real tone. I thought that was a cool little message because, you know, Marvel be all funny in games and stuff, but they was serious. But at the end of the day, man, Justice League, 10 out of 10, 20 out of 10. Loved it. I think I covered almost everything in this. I probably missed a few things because I'm going off the brain. But I want you guys to let me know. What would you rate Justice League out of 10? What was your favorite moments of this movie? Let me know in the comments down below. And make sure you guys keep up the hashtag Restore the Snyderverse. Hey, like Darkseid said, ready the Armada. We're using the old ways. We're bringing the hashtags out. But I'm gonna catch you guys in the next one, man. 100,000 subscribers. It's grind time. Let's get it.